welcome. Grand Rising. Give you a few to get the notification. Being humble, causing you to be in your way. This is the channel to break through language that no longer serves your higher vibration in this new paradigm that you're building. So welcome. Before we get started, I am currently doing a offer for full personal readings. View the community tab for more information. All right. And it'll be up until the 30th of this month. I may extend it. We'll see what source guides me to do. But yeah, if you're wanting a personal energy update during this live, which is basically a mini read, view the pin for the details. Greetings, Alana, Grand Rising Mother. So yes, I look forward to working with you all this few weeks for those of you who do sign up for that offer, because the changes that we are all going to be experiencing are going to be once in a lifetime. And it's not just a saying of once in a lifetime. It's literally once in a lifetime every 250 years. So I am honored to be here to share my gifts with you, not feeling persecuted like I was in a past life, okay? And yes, if you are wanting personal training, fitness training, email me, Panthera, PantheraFitByAK@gmail.com. So yes, welcome, 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 D, welcome. May you all be well. Okay. So we already have a message out, as you can see from the image in the tab connected to this video. Being humble, causing you to be in your way. Before I give you the information of that card, let's look at the definition of being humble, or the word humble. Okay. Did I pull it up here? Let me just do this here so that way, yeah. We often hear, or we have often heard people tell us, or us tell other people to be humble, without truly dissecting what that means. And we just use words in most cases because it sounds nice. Now, usually when you're being nice about a situation, it's not that you're not telling the truth, you're just not telling the whole truth. So you tailor it so you don't step on someone's toes. But there comes a point where you may be experiencing what it feels like to walk on eggshells when you're just not saying it the way it is. Now, the word humble means to be, as formed as an adjective, okay, of person, submissive, respectful, lowly in manner, modest. As far as a verb, render oneself humble means to bend, kneel, or bow. So as we're looking at this word, what it's really saying is that when you're being humble, you're not being self-asserting. So when you're in a position to assert yourself or do what it is that you want to do for you, someone tells you, just make sure you do what you want to do and enjoy to do, love to do, but be humble. That's very similar to the word trying. When you're doing, you're doing. When you're not doing. To try means to be in a position of decision making or planning, to do or not do. Trying doesn't mean that you're doing or not doing. Trying is the point of a trial where you're looking at all of the evidence or circumstantial evidence to see if this is what you're going to do or not do. So when it comes to you, a morning dove just flew by and I saw 3 of them on their light posts playing, 3 of them, 9:34. We're going to go into that as well. But when someone tells you to be humble while you're in a position of going after what it is that you want, that's literally a spell to say, don't move forward. But see, we have been using that word, making sense of it, allowing our senses, the 5 senses, to wrap its way around it to make it something that is true. So now that we got Pluto in Capricorn retrograde, Venus in the shadow phase of retrograde, Saturn in Pisces retrograde, all of these situations or words are going out of the window, especially while we're now in Mercury in Gemini. Okay. Mercury in Gemini is going to give you the ability to really put together the words that is creating your reality. So whatever words is creating your reality, it's a moment for you to think. Okay. Coming from the space of your brain. And as we've been mentioning, your brain is the most heaved up place, or where heaven dwells within you. The land of milk and honey is your brain. The milk being the pituitary and the honey being the pineal gland. This is where you have the story of Joseph and Mary. Joseph being the pineal gland, Mary being the pituitary gland. Let's look a little bit more into this though, now that I just mentioned that. Yeah, so the pineal and pituitary gland will be connected to Joseph and Mary, and your spinal cord is the river of Jordan. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Welcome, Empress. So let me go to, okay. In Matthew chapter 6, 22, you got to be shitting me. See what I'm saying? You see how Source working? Today is the 22nd of June. Come through, Source. Guide my words, my heart, my mind. Get these messages out. Yes. Matthew chapter 6, verse 22 says, the light of the body is the eye. Pineal. If therefore thine eye be single, pineal, thy whole body shall be full of light. So let's break that down. The pineal gland produces a golden melatonin that we call honey. It has more blood flow per cubic volume than any other organ and located in the center of the brain, behind and above the pituitary gland. Surrounded by cerebral spinal fluid, or CSF, which is also known as the male energy, Joseph, the yang, the dominant source of the body's melatonin. Now, whatever religious text that you've been connected to, and it shows you the story of Joseph and Mary, same difference. Now, what is the effects of melatonin? It significantly affects your mood, your immune system, your circadian rhythms, quality and quantity of desired sleep. Also helps with anti-aging. It is a stress-reducing hormone as it suppresses cortisol, which is connected to, or is the stress hormone, cortisol. And it's also a powerful antioxidant. So this is why getting your rest is important. So much so that way your pineal gland can operate the way it should, as it has more blood flow per cubic volume than any other organ, and located in the center of the brain and above the pituitary gland, surrounded by the CSF, cerebral spinal fluid, also known as the male energy. Now 1044, 144, talk to us. The pituitary gland, and the verse in the Bible in connection to the passage about the pituitary gland is in the book of John, which also connects to love, chapter 7, verse 38. This is not about religion as I'm putting out these verses and giving you the information. No, I'm just giving it to you the same way you would look at a math book, a psychology book, an accounting book, and it's information for you to dissect and see what works for you and what doesn't. You keep it pushing because you keep it moving forward. I'm not going to say pushing because that's to exert force on something, but we'll get into that. The pituitary gland produces oxytocin and vasopressin, which are white. This is why we call the pituitary gland milk when we speak of the land of milk and honey. Oh, this is the glass, by the way. The mug. Live every moment. You better be. We're going to get into this message because this was not part of the plan. But you know, when you hit this live button, whatever you had planned, that's another thing. Me personally, I have to stop doing. Okay. The way my moon and Virgo operates, be all over the fucking place, especially with Mercury and Sag. Ooh, we be out there. Okay. Pituitary gland produces oxytocin and vasopressin, which are white milk. Welcome, Evelyn. The pituitary gland activates the hypothalamus, which is known to aid the health and activation of the pineal gland. And the pineal gland is in the center of the brain and above the pituitary gland. So this is like speaking of, not like this is, when we're speaking of a home, this would be the rooftop. The pineal gland will be the rooftop. And the pituitary gland will be the foundation. Oh boy. We just went there with that one, huh? Because for all this time, we have been taught that the man is the foundation. But the man, or the male energy in the brain, is above, not in the form of a hierarchy, but it's above. It's protecting the pituitary. The pituitary gland activates the hypothalamus, which is known to aid the health and activation of the pineal gland. It is above the sphenoid sinus, where CSF, or cerebral spinal fluid, is secreted during high levels of excitement, linking this sensation to spiritual experiences. This is the female energy, Mary, or the yin. Pituitary gland connects to the female energy, and pineal gland connects to the male energy. John 7:38, streams of living water will flow within him. As above, so below. So, if you are new to this channel, this is what we do here. We build on different topics that's going to allow you to see what's directly in front of you while simultaneously seeing the bigger picture. Let's get into your message about the Isis Oracle that came out right before we went live. The Cartouche, Divine Names of Power. And now this is what came out after the title came through. Because when the title came through, did I leave them here? Yep. This was the first card that came out as far as the energy is concerned. Some of you are in a position of indecision. Part of this is because you're not putting the whole picture together. Some of you have put the whole picture together, seen the bigger picture, but are still confused. There's still some form of confusion here that's leading to indecision. And we're going to go right back to where we started. That word humble means to not assert yourself, not to go after what you want, to be at a low state. It actually has another word to it as a synonym, lower class. So when you're moving forward on the path that you are wanting to take, not so much wanting, you have the tools to take this path. You could be surrounded by energies or a particular mindset that tells you to be humble. You better get rid of that word out of your vocabulary as a form of you being respectful to yourself. There was starling. And starlings are one of the most ancient species that we have on Earth, based on what I've read, because they've been around since the dinosaur age, at least a form of them. There was another species connected to them that made the same sounds they make. So that's also very important here. There's certain sounds that some of you tend to make that helps you to clear yourself out of these indecisions. But you're not aware of them, so you're not giving it the power, or you're not aligning with the power that it's naturally connected to. 1818 on the timer. Especially for those of you, 1818, because I'm seeing 2 full moons. You were born on a blue moon, whoever this is. This doesn't have to be for all of you born on a blue moon, obviously. That's when you have 2 full moons in the same month. And the starling came right over here on my patio with the worm in his mouth. The same one. It went straight to 1052. Let me see what the message is. Give me a second. Shout out to the starling with the details. He says, time to eat. You hungry? Eat. Feel me? Let me look at this. Image of Satan, 111666, Christian, Nibiru, connection, demiurge, ancient god Ra. Archangel Raphael, Okay. Heart chakra, ostrich feathers, heart light as a feather. It's very different from being humble, though. It's not the same. Life decisions, life in capital letters. The Starling's message to you has to do with the life decision that you're indecisive about, and it brings great transformation with this number 8. Pluto in Capricorn, retrograde. Solaris. Let me see. John Wick, tonight, triggered. Saturn, Flotus, Moonchild. Some of you were, whoever this is, either a blue moon is significant or you were born on a blue moon. The 7th could be significant too. Bob Marley. He's a life path 9. One more thing. Hold on. A place of quiet. Find a place of quiet, the Starling says, to make this decision. Find a quiet space to make this decision. Okay? It's 10:55. Find a quiet space because there's something here you're being guided to take action by following your gut. This is going to lead you to the door to value as you are a healer of the ages. 2233 on the timer. This is why you're seeing, and I feel like the more you analyze something deeply, you are being able now to connect to further synchronicities as far as numbers. Okay. I want to get more on this here. Beth Sheen, place of quiet. Metaphysically speaking, a restful, peaceful, confident attitude of mind, house of rest, house of tranquility, dwelling in quiet, house of security. It is only in the quietness of our periods of conscious waiting on God that we find the inner sense of peace and security and conservation that builds up soul and body and enduring substance in life. So when you hear that, it is only in the quietness of our periods of conscious waiting on God. That is within you, okay? I'm not speaking of the God outside of you because the God outside of you doesn't exist if it doesn't exist within you. All right? So, we still haven't gotten to the message that came out in your pre-shuffle, Divine Names of Power. But we're going to see exactly why this whole process is happening right now. It's a process. In order for this process to continue, what's being processed behind the scene, you must find a quiet space. At least, I just saw 2424. The 24th could also be essential at this time. Or as far as a quiet space, minimum 6 minutes to 24. Do more than that, obviously, if that's what you want to do. But that's the number I'm seeing here. What do you have for the collective? Source said starling eating the worm. Starling urges caution in making yourself into someone else's image. You can lose yourself in the endeavor. Wow. Transformation is another theme for the starling spirit animal. It literally says, let me see. While the starling spirit animal is a refined mimic, it does not use their ability willy-nilly. Starling urges caution in trying to make yourself into someone else's image. Some of you are okay. This could be people around you. This could be you where you are doing something, but not actually doing it. And you're in this indecisive position because you're trying. Doing, but not actually doing because you're trying. But in this message of the starling is saying, go for yours. Assert yourself when it comes to what it is that you want to do. Anybody who out here telling you to be humble, and you know the definition of that word, if you don't know, look up the etymology of that word and then ask yourself if you're still going to humble yourself when someone tells you that. Are you going to be modest, not assert yourself, lower your vibration? Because that's what it means to be humble. Literally means to stamp or tramp down. And that was 1175 that came through with these, 7511 that came through. This is what you're mastering. Now there is 3 of them right here. Wow. But wow. Whew. Okay. And now there's a sparrow. And the sparrow signifies that what's already known doesn't have to be stated. So there's not much you have to say. Let's say if you're having an issue with disconnecting with someone that you love because of the way that they express themselves, and you know words are spells. This is not something you have to sit down and talk to them about. Your next move should be a move that has everything to do with what it is that you want to do next, not the way people see you or fitting into someone else's view of you. That was beautiful. 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 What's this? Allow your intuitive guidance, and it fell on the ground. So this is some form of enlightenment or awakening that happens all of a sudden. Okay. Yes, you are getting closer to the frequency of this epiphany happening. Some of you may have already experienced it, but by the 24th, for sure. So allow your intuitive guidance to assist with structuring your vision of your mind's eye. Told you. We building. We just finished talking about the mind's eye, the pineal gland. And some of you literally have to get some rest. Put certain situations to rest. 4 of Swords energy, Jupiter and Libra, I'm seeing. But what I can tell you is if you are in this state of worry, it's because you're out of alignment. Every time, there goes 1 by itself. There's nothing to worry about. Those three birds, three little birds, everything's going to be all right. Bob Marley, woo. Get out of your own way when it comes to focusing on tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. You have right now. That's all you got is right now. Right now. Allow your intuitive guidance to assist with structuring your vision of your mind's eye beyond material constructs. And then we have source hides you like the great you are until you realign with yourself. So no more lying to yourself. Allow this intuitive guidance to assist you with structuring your vision in connection to your mind's eye. Now, we're going to go to the pre-shuffle message, the cartouche, divine names of power, and the divine names of power. Lady Isis initiates you now into her special mysteries, the use of sacred intonations. The words that you speak are rapidly gaining power. To benefit from this power, releasing some heat, okay. To benefit from this power, rather than be undermined or held back by it, practice thoughtful speech and clear your heart of old unforgiveness, which can poison your words unintentionally. As your heart grows in purity, you will be able to speak with spiritual authority, and what you speak of will come into being more swiftly and obviously. Isis is initiating you as a master healer in her sacred tradition of divine names of power. Beloved, you are being initiated into the divine healing tradition of Isis herself. Isis works through divine names of power. These are sacred words of strength, magic, and power to create healing from a place of compassion and devotion of love. These are sacred words of strength, magic, and power to create healing from a place of compassion and devotion to love, not confusion. Okay. She honors that which is worthy of protection and uses endless determination combined with her skill of speaking words of power to cause life to thrive in that which is not worthy of cultivation, which will not serve life to dissipate and decline. She honors that which is worthy of protection and uses endless determination combined with her skill of speaking words of power to cause life to thrive and that which is not worthy of cultivation, which will not serve life to dissipate and decline. So this is where being humble can get in your own way, making you not worthy of cultivation, making you not worthy to go for what it is that you want. Because to humble or be humble means to not assert yourself. And to assert, let me see. Just want to look at this too. State of fact or belief confidently. I'm not going to use forcefully. It does say forcefully though. So that would be what I'm picking up on. It is where you are aware of your power. You may be someone that is excited about all that you know, what you're capable of doing, but unfortunately, you're not around people who would appreciate that side of you, or just you. Forget side of you, because that's you. It's not, it's just you. You know. Welcome, Ocean Goddess. So let's continue. Divine names of power are the mantras, sounds, and names of the divine in all traditions. Isis will bring you her name to begin, offered to you as a sacred gift to be worked with as a mantra of protection, of feminine grace and divinity and healing. You can use her name as she instructs you to do in the ritual below. A word, phrase, or mantra that is given through initiation is like a light bulb that has been plugged into a lamp. The initiation switches the power on, and the use of the word by the initiate is like the lamp shining its light. Okay. So some of you here, you want to use your voice in some way for writing, singing, healing, speaking, or becoming a wow, okay. Spokesperson for a particular cause that resonates with your heart. And this card coming out brings guidance that your honor, your desire is being honored by the Lady Isis, encouraging you to explore and shall protect your process. So, yeah. You are being guided to explore sound, healing, and mantra as a part of your own path. And if you are a healer, you are strongly encouraged to explore these healing arts as a way to unfold your own spiritual talents and perhaps incorporate these techniques into your healing practice in a way that feels true for you. So, okay. Remember how we just stated about the starling having a similar sound to a species that was around during the dinosaur age? There could be a particular bird or some form, some a species around you at this time that you're constantly seeing that has a connection to a different age, and you're being guided to explore that sound. The oracle of the cartouche also suggests that you discern the effect upon you of the company you are keeping energetically and physically. Sometimes the thoughts and words of others, their vibration, can enhance you or leave you feeling fleeting. Okay. Can enhance you or leave you feeling depleted or drained. If you are drawn into negative speaking in order to bond or fit in with others, you are asked if it is worth it for the effect it has on your own vibration. You can use your words of power to cleanse any cords or contracts that will lower your vibration into a fearful place in order to come back to love, to help you stay true to yourself and perhaps even inspire others to think or speak more positively when they are around you. Not from a position of misjudgment of another's choices, but from a position of wisdom, realizing the effects of such choices. Welcome, Century Artiste. It was just 11:11. The incantation. I call upon Isis who loves me unconditionally. Teach me to speak powerfully from a place of love and peace sublime. Beyond time and space, my words will shine. Like diamonds with beauty and strength immense, they bring divine truth and cut through pretense. Beloved Isis, initiate me into your words of power. Your healing grace descends upon me as a heavenly shower. It says here, something about the full moon or blue moon. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. In the beginning was the word. I'm done. There it goes. We just finished talking about sound. One of these sounds for some of you could be Om. Let's get into it then. Let's do this then, okay? Right now. Shame. And that ad that just came on showed a mermaid, Pisces energy. We got Aries, Libra, Virgo, Pisces. I can, I will. You're being asked to set up a meeting with your soul to take the blindfold off, to clear yourself from mental conflict by connecting with your God energy through the examination of the ancient creator as your holy parents are speaking to you, letting you know as the chosen one or choosing this path, it is finished. Anything that was not love, as love is not attachment, you are now having a recalibration from the heart of transformation. Leo, Scorpio, 5th house, 8th house. Warming up from the coldness. I just heard icebox, where your heart used to be, no longer there. Let's see. So, see what your message of guidance is, what you're being guided to do. No longer allowing yourself to get in your way by others' words, especially the word humble. You're being guided to, wow, the dolphin. Be like a child, have fun and enjoy life. Go to a park or something too, and just be around children. Be playful, spontaneous, enthusiastic, and carefree. Find what excites you. Make your mark in the world. We are here to experience, expand, and create what we desire. You are here to expand and create what you desire. And then we have the deer. You're being guided to no longer stand in the shadows of fear. Begin today to allow yourself to be seen. What you seek is there to be found. Find what excites you, and what you seek is there to be found. Take inspired action and a leap of faith towards your heart's desire. Let's get one more. The dragon. 4440 on the timer for the dragon. Wisdom, spirituality, abundance. You're being guided to tap into your inner wisdom and find your higher purpose. And remember, what you seek is there to be found. Just take inspired action, a leap of faith towards your heart's desires. You have a unique gift to present to the world. The time has come to showcase yourself and your abilities, especially if it has to do with your voice, whoever you are. Be strong and courageous through your transition. Because through your transition, you're gaining the strength to use your abilities, to use the throat chakra, which is why it's important to take a leap of faith towards your heart's desire. When you take a leap of faith towards the heart's desire, you're now able to speak truth. You're now able to do what it is that you truthfully love to do. But as long as you're away from that through either vibration that is around you or vibration that is around you that you are experiencing rather than observing, so therefore now picking it up, you're blocking yourself from connecting to, I would say, your cosmic blueprint, because that also has to do with desire. Your desire is connected to your cosmic blueprint. Then you have the ladybug. That's also going to be a synchronicity here for some of you. You're being guided to move in a new direction. Your new life begins today. Embrace this new transformation and navigate your way towards your heart's desires. Believe in yourself, others, and the divine, and you will manifest amazing things. Others and the divine. When you are believing in yourself and you're believing in others, make sure these others have a connection to the divine. That's what that's saying. Okay. Now, let's see what our star family has for you. There goes the bee. At 11:20. Justice, judgment, 11:20. $11.20 is symbolic of a high place. Beautiful. However, let me see. Heights of Ball. Excuse me? Wait a minute. A place east of the Jordan. Something here about someone's the burden that you're carrying, you'll notice is you, because it's affecting the right side of your back. And if you were seeking confirmation, you were that person with some slight of discomfort on the right side, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking something. While you're also going through deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Let me see. Which is the area of the liver, gallbladder, spleen, stomach, kidney. Deep cellular healing of the trachea, esophagus, heart, lungs, chest, breast, gallbladders, liver, blood circulation, solar plexus, stomach, pancreas, duodenum, spleen, adrenal glands, kidneys, ureters, small intestines, lymph circulation. deep and cellular healing of those sections of the body. And so it is. Your body knows how to heal. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, have or has been out of alignment. If you are suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you are being called to focus on your own healing. It says your own. Wow. It doesn't say your own. It says you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways. So some of you could be around someone who's having these changes or deep cellular healing, may not recognize it. And this could be causing a different vibration or connection between you and this person where it is disharmonious. You know what I mean? To prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body. Okay, let me go again. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it is possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. The star seed activation. I'm going to place this card on the portal of my heart for you all. You can place your your left hand on your heart as I read the following. I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. And this is on page 55. I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. And at the bottom of the deck, you have here the earth pulsing. The pulse of the mother is asking you to slow down, enjoying quality time in nature. Now I'm going to go over to the Divine Feminine deck to see how Isis is coming through to you as far as the name that she wants to use, or through the goddess in particular, or information about that goddess to help you gain further clarity as to what you're being guided to do. Ashe. If you are wanting a personal energy update during this live, view the pin for offline readings. Check out the community tab for a special offer till the 20th. It's lit. It's a vibe. After that, it's going back to its original price for that full reading. Let's see. Let's look at 1128 because we mentioned Solaris and the Solaris just pulled up. Let's see. Train, exercise. Oh shit. To train. Okay, that's a problem. Never mind. Some of you, not never mind. Some of you definitely have this get into more physical training as your spirit evolves. Because your spirit and your soul is depending on a strong, solid foundation. Because that number also is equivalent to a pro athlete. And pro athletes we have this tendency to connect to animalistic ways where the senses are much more advanced. So when it comes to a process of discomfort, being able to work through it. Those of you who have been training me for a minute now, you know the vibes, and I can tell the difference. It's a much different vibe. So we have here Mary Magdalene, which is connected to Isis too. That's where she went to gain her teachings. And then we got Saint Bridget, the apostle to the apostles, Mary Magdalene, and Our Lady of Exalted Light, Saint Bridget. So yes, is significant because Mary Magdalene, that's two M's or Pay attention to when you're saying even if it has to do with a thought. Write that down. Don't forget to write that down. It'll bring you true freedom. That's the page we just opened to. Let's see here. She on page 1. I love that. A teacher of transmission. Mary Magdalene represents the fierce, unwavering love that we all have access to within our own vulnerable hearts. It's a love that renders all things sacred, from the animals to the angels, from the poorest to the most powerful. It's a love that sees the inherent worth of all things. And it's a love that remains even through the darkest times, even through death. Her love is the one that resurrects. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Okay. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene relates that Jesus came to unite us, to demonstrate to us a true human being. So Jesus is also Isis, by the way. Jesus, male energy, would be the external. Meaning a person who is both fully human and fully divine. This is what Mary became, and it's why she was so beloved to Jesus. She didn't seek to follow him. She sought instead to become her true self. Mary Magdalene reminds us that we have the power to receive vision from within. We are worthy of such proximity to the divine because that's the other half of what it means to be truly human. Receive the vision is the pineal gland. Pituitary is the female, pineal the male. So the pituitary within you is reminding you that there's a bridge between heaven and earth and that we are that bridge. We are that bridge. And in speaking of the right side, but this would be the bridge. Heaven, here, earth, your feet. Below the hips to your feet, earth. The bridge is this portion from the shoulders to the hip. Let's see what's going on with the bridge here. What is going on with the bridge? What is the surrounding energy affecting the bridge? Because the bridge holds your root to your heart chakra. Heaven, your throat chakra to your crown chakra. Earth. If the root is already part of the bridge, then from your hips down is the underworld. Are we saying that the earth is the underworld? That's valid enough because people bury people on the ground. But we are in that ground where people are buried. Yeah. What's going on with the bridge? What is 11:20? Justice card came out. What's going on with the bridge is the system. The reproductive system. That's what's wrong with the bridge, the reproductive system. What's this justice? What's going on here? Page of Pentacles in reverse. This already happened the past 3 weeks. A partnership or certain partnerships. Feedback, projection, growth through confrontation. What's going on with the bridge here for the collective? 9 of Cups. The challenge is, though, wish fulfillment. Why? This showed up before. You're in mental conflict here about something of the past or wanting to reconcile with people that are asking you to be humble. You can, if you want to have a conversation with people about being humble and you get into an argument, let's put it this way. If that were me, okay, and I have a conversation about the word being humble and it turns into an argument, that's the last time we're going to have a conversation. It's really that simple. Not misjudging the person. They're just at a different vibration. That's all it is. I would have to lower minds to get there. Now, What's this? Why is the challenge? Ten of Swords. Yep. Closing out, being backstabbed, betrayed. This is also Mercury and Gemini. Closing out cycles of where you speak less of yourself. And in doing so, you're realizing what it is you must detach from. This, I feel like this has already happened, and something could be resurfacing here with the Page of Pentacles. But then again, as it's in reverse, it's bringing across the reproductive system. Eight of Wands. So as soon as some of you clear yourself from this, you're going to have much more harmonious relationships or partnerships, teamwork, where your beliefs and knowing are mutual. Because before you were connected to people that were reflecting you. And once you became honest with yourself about all that was within these partnerships, you decided, okay, enough is enough. Made the changes. And now you're seeing the deception clearly, and you're able to move forward with awareness. Or Moon in Aquarius. Yep. Five of Wands, Saturn in Leo. So your emotions connected to memories regarding social groups when it came to you creating what you wanted to create based off of the way you wanted to build it, your structure of building it in connection to your spiritual authority. Now that you have all of that, this Ace of Pentacles that was blocked from you until you remove all of this drama is going to show itself to you. Moon in Aquarius or Aquarius energy. The starling also connects to number 17 or the star. So healing, deep cellular healing, physical and emotional, allows you to slow down, okay? Nourishing the body and connecting to your multifaceted, unique nature, letting yourself be seen. The courageous peony. That period of isolation is coming to an end in terms of not feeling appreciated. Now, we got the King of Swords, Aquarius. This could have something to do with an Aquarius, so Aquarius season. Definitely cleared out Ten of Swords energy, all the betrayal within the last 3 weeks. You've been going through that process. And now you are trusting your inner knowing and inner wisdom, being honest with yourself. That's the King of Swords energy, about what brings you emotional fulfillment. Look at the star right there. Time. Let me look at Saint Bridget here. Our Lady of Exalted Light. $166. 616 is significant. We've been getting that message for a minute now. Well, since June. 166. Saint Bridget lived in alignment with the highest. Okay. 1120 had to do with the highest. If that's what it was. Was it 1120? She may come out with the Judgment card. Saint Bridget lived in alignment with the highest, most exalted aspect of her being, She was born a slave, and yet legend relates that she gave away anything she possibly could to help those in need. Her generosity was an indication of the tremendous inner wealth she received from her connection to spirit. A message to us is to reconnect to that inner fire, that eternal flame that feeds us more than anything external to us could ever or ever could. Read poetry or whatever feels sacred or whatever feels as sacred spirit, or whatever feels as sacred scripture to your soul. Some of you may have been experiencing writer's block. That's being cleared. Let your soul voice surface through some uncensored automatic writing, or let your soul guide your body through movement. Your answers right now are in releasing any attachments to personal possessions, clearing space, uncluttering your home, giving away what you don't need or someone needs more than you do, so that you have the sacred space to remember just how much you have when your soul is loud and ever present within you. The soul voice meditation: what can I clear out of my space that no longer resonates with me? What is this energy here for the collective? What can they clear that no longer resonates with them? There goes the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups. We just got through the Two of Swords popping through here with the Four of Cups looking. And in the Four of Cups card, you see the figure, the person looking at these three cups, a moment of celebration that they have to, or past situation that they have to put to rest. I'm also getting this could be an energy of something that's happening before a conversation, getting rest before reconciling, getting rest before getting into a conversation or a situation where you would be reconciling. Let's see here. We got the Page of Cups, the Sun card, and the Three of Wands showing here. This could be a younger water sign. It could be an Aries here. But something is definitely coming in that's going to bring extreme, supreme, unconditional love and happiness. The beginning stages of it, young love. So this is okay. So the moment you've become honest or have become honest, harmonious relationships, the seeds that you've planted start to bloom. Because right next to that Solaris, there's a cup. And just now, 2 mourning doves just flew up there. And that cup is on the ground. Some of you have, okay, that's showing me the Five of Cups. I was about to say something else, but some of you got sorrow, pains, and regrets about filling your cup up. Look at that. King of Swords is here in reverse as I'm sitting here looking at that, which is you not trusting your inner knowing and inner harmony. And those 2 mourning doves up there are mating. Let's see. The Strength card, taming the beast. It's going to require some strength and courage here, because there's a lack of confidence. Some of you don't fill your own cup up first, or have sorrow, pains, and regrets when you do so, because you're not used to loving you fully, or someone makes you feel. First of all, for someone to make you feel is a clear indication you have to, realign with yourself, where somebody's not making you do shit. Okay? So, People are supposed to add to you. Is that a little butterfly? It is. It's small too. Is that even a butterfly? I mean, yeah, it is. It is orange though. Sacral. Some of you have things you want to express or say, poems you want to write, songs you want to write, but you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. It's not about hurting someone's feelings. You're expressing your story. Express your story is different from writing something where you're blaming others. Express your story. Some of you may have to move into a different space or a quiet space where you're able, because you may feel that if you're still surrounded by this person, it blocks you from writing, when it should really give you the fuel to that while you're in it, to create something that is so pure because you're writing while you're in it, versus stepping out of it and having to remember or go through that memory and write what you're seeing or feeling based off of a memory. But while you're in it, it's specific to somebody. Some of you are around something or someone that you're not doing what you're supposed to do and love to do because you don't want to get, make someone feel bad, or it's like you're literally walking on eggshells here. You're humbling yourself. Now you're getting in your own way. 1150. Why is the King of Swords in reverse? Ace of Wands. Wow. You got to align with what it is that you're passionate about. Be mindful of what you're ambitious about too. What your ambitions, be mindful of what you're ambitious about, and be mindful of those who you around and what they're ambitious about. This energy, real fluid right now. Yeah. Moon and Libra. Emotions connected to memories when it comes to partnerships. Show me more about the King of Swords and the Page of Cups on the ground in reverse. With the Page of Wands. You may have to make a decision between a fire and a water sign. Some of you have teens around you that something about getting a teen moving. Get moving. Or this could be something that you may have wanted to do during your teen years, and this is the moment for you to get moving on it. Show me that. You could be in a state of contemplation. Is it worth it? With the Seven of Pentacles. But the Seven of Pentacles is Saturn. Obstacles and challenges that you go through to gain wisdom. Taurus, about your personal core values that bring you emotional stability. If it brings you emotional stability and it's in alignment with your core values, what you value, so therefore there had to be some form of transformation that had you, at first you were indecisive about, with the indecision card, number 8, Scorpio energy. The South Node is in Scorpio, the North Node is in Taurus. There's been a lot of purging of what is toxic in your life to blind you or block you from your deepest core values. Source says, stop focusing on what other people have to say about what you want to do or what you love to do. I don't want to keep saying what you want to do, because it's more so having to do with what you have, the abilities you have to do what you love, and doing what you love based on the abilities you have. And now we got the Knight of Cups. Here goes an invitation. Ooh, something is being discovered or uncovered, revealed. 1818. Believe in the impossible. This is a miracle. Wow. You just got to trust, though. There's a miracle on its way to you. Nine of Pentacles. Venus in Virgo. So as far as your core values that bring you emotional stability is being of service. There's something you do, 121, being of service that you may be holding yourself back from because of the environment. Confusion, Seven of Cups, which is also Venus, but Venus in Scorpio. So core values that bring you emotional stability by looking into the depths of situation, by studying the occult. This could also have to do with others and their resources, the sharing of resources with others. You could also be receiving, with this Knight of Cups, wow, plenty of offers here. This is destined and fated. And here we've been talking about Venus, King of Pentacles. That's Taurus right there. That is the fixed king. The kings are fixed. And this is the fixed king, Taurus. Second house, 122 on the timer. Come on with it. You got to know your worth, though. You have to know your worth. Someone is coming in to assist you, but they're only coming in to just do just that. They're going to be in and out. Now, depending on where you're at as far as your confidence, if you're okay, so with the Strength card here is showing that there may have been a lack of confidence, which is when you just tend to look at the external factor, which makes you codependent. But when you're confident, that's really not a thing, you being codependent, because codependent is really focused only on the external. So this is just focusing on what's without and leaving out what's within. But with this energy coming through here, there's a lesson that you learn. What's your Saturn cards? It was the Five of Wands before. No, in the other spread, that Five of Wands is significant. Your Saturn card right now is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is like checking the harvest, seeing everything that you've done, taking inventory on what it is that you value. And there is some form of a partnership here that you are putting to rest. This could be 3 different people. This could be 2 fire signs and an air sign. But when this Knight of Wands energy comes in, you're able to allow it to. It only comes in, this is Sagittarius energy, when you're open and when you're ready to see. This will come in when you're ready to see, because Sagittarius is I see. When you are able to see the bigger picture without focusing on how am I going to do this, or needing and wanting, and recognizing that you have all that it takes. One, to see. And because you see, you're now able to connect to your desires, Scorpio, and use Capricorn, what you know, Aquarius. And now your beliefs, Pisces, is changing all that you are. The I am that I am, connecting you to the I am, Aries, because you have Taurus value of the way you perceive yourself. I think, Gemini. And the way you think is giving birth to what you feel, Cancer. And what you think in connection to what you feel is bringing forth your willpower, Leo. And as you get moving, You have a different form of analyzing what's going on around you, Virgo, when it comes to balance, Libra. And right back to transformation, Scorpio. Once you have that next transformation, you begin to see something differently or from a higher vantage point, Sagittarius. There's that. Yeah, something about your past life. Let's see. Ooh. Some of you were high priestesses, high priest in the past life. I mean, you got Isis out here, Mary Magdalene, that's number 13. You may want to research more about the metaphysics or occult knowledge of 13. And with Venus, I'm getting the hymn of Inanna, and there goes a bee. About to wrap this up. And I'll be back after I train these clients. Yes, I am available for clients for personal training, fitness, physical, personal training. Just email me. I said I was going to be back yesterday, but listen, okay? Source had my ass elsewhere. Something about your past. So, moments where you were persecuted, anything in relation to that, or toxic energy sent your way, is now being backfired. Ooh, the serpent charmer. You may have Capricorn in your chart, 8 degrees. Let me read that for you. Either your 11th house, Uranus placement, or an Aquarius is essential right now. Let me see. Capricorn 8, engrossed in the path of power, relying upon wits, super clever, outsmarting, outmaneuvering all possible rivals. Identified, oh, I moved it already. What is this though? The white horse. Oh shit. Identified with psychic power, versed in the arts of the sorcerer, immensely concentrated inside, superbly masterful, exceedingly susceptible to corruption and distortion, and most especially to using your gifts for personal advantage. You are cautioned mightily to curb atavistic tendencies to lean back upon the old psychic bag of tricks, needing to learn to transmute the outlaw skills into the world-serving instruments of progressive evolution on a wider scale. Meanwhile, the rascal, the exception of every rule, that you who know your way around things, the impressive character, must find a path beyond their own driving force, becoming in tune once again with what is really needed here. And what's really needed here when you have something great to offer. So you may have had an experience in the past life where there was a misuse of power, or once again being persecuted for the abilities and powers that you have. Again, we got the high priestess here with the 6 of cups coming out. So you came back into this life with the same motherfuckers that was fucking trying you. No, they ain't try you last life. They got your ass. But this time, you know what I'm saying? For some of you, this is legitimately a lover. This is Venus in Cancer right here, or a mother. A lover, mother, or a sister. All three. Ashe, sister, and welcome, Intuitive. Hey, honey. Really? Hold on. When is this woman's birthday? Williams or Thomas could be significant last names. July 18th. Wow. That's Cancerian energy. Who's that? Yo. Some of you could also you may not even recognize this, but you may even have your own talk show. It goes global. $12:04 on the timer. Shango energy may have something to do with the Orishas. Exposing those who lie. What's the moon hour? Because we got the second deacon here. Let me see what we at. Where you at? Mercury. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me do it this way. It's faster. I'm not faster. Mercury just stepped into the third deacon. It was just in the second deacon, which is Nine of Swords. And Nine of Swords has a lot to do with sleepless nights, anxieties, or spiritual attacks. And anything that was sent your way is now backfiring. 133.5, you're surrounded by divine guidance now to make these changes. And you're being asked to wake up. Your soul is rising with the frequency of the planet. I'm going to close this out with a message from the Orishas. What? I need to charge this phone. Okay. Let's close this out with a message from the Orishas. All right. Here we go. The village and Oba. Speaking of Shango. And partners. Anybody that sent any form of vibration, whether they were conscious of it, to disrupt your life, your joy, your abundance. 11:20. Justice and judgment. Wow. Justice and judgment. You got Who is that? 5 of air. Venus in Aquarius. It's a group of people. It's a group of people. This may not even be people you know. This could be people of a higher authority for now. Since childhood. See the green eyes here? Since childhood, they feared your heart. You have a very strong power of words, whoever you are. You have arrived. Let me see. Yeah, we coming back later. We might even start with the Orishas. We'll see. Elegua Nogum. Oya. Hey. The path is open. Your demons are being destroyed. Winds of change are approaching you. All of this is happening at once. Who is this here? Seven of air, moon in Aquarius. It's people. It's a group of people, rather. What's this? Ooh. Who is this? The guardian angel. Now, is this, that would be her left ear. So there's someone that you, okay. This is a guardian angel that you met. Your guardian angel that you had the opportunity to experience them in the flesh. And they're on the other side at a very high rank, protecting you from all of these people or situations that are literally designed to disrupt your path, but they won't be able to. And they have no way out for even thinking or having the audacity to want to come up to want to come across you. They don't recognize or never, they either know, okay, for some of you, this is a group of people who know who you are. They don't give a fuck. They feel like they may work with certain forces that they've been able to get away with situations until they encounter you, not realizing that those forces are literally your guardians. So your guardians are not going to come against you. And you don't use those forces in malicious ways that the way they do. This is what I mean. There's a group of those type of people that don't give a fuck and they just be wanting to fuck with people, not realizing you got the right one. That's the only scenario. I was gonna not come up, but another one was there, but I don't have it anymore. It's just that one. This is similar to those who do this unconsciously, This is like somebody who, this would be someone who says that wasn't their intentions, but you're not going to believe shit they say because of the environment that they're in or who they talk to. So this would be an example of you cutting people out of your life that associate with those who want to cut you away from your abundance. Respect and loyalty. Something here regarding water, that your guardian angel is going to use water to wash these energies out. Or you may not even recognize who this person is, but when you're around them, your left ear, you tend to hear like water passing through your ear. You're protected by a prophetess of true power. Three of Cups, once again. Neptune. And we're out. We're out. Your guardian angel is Oya. The frequency, your guardian angel holds the frequency of Oya. Oya? Oya? Now they're showing me the woman king. This guardian angel is a very strong warrior. These entities or energies have never seen anything like it. They've heard stories of it, but they never thought it would be uncovered or seen again. It's like an ancient legend. It's an ancient legend. Archangel Gabriel, the judgment, and then Elijah prophecy. Emperor to a god. First deacon Aries, Mars and Aries. Yeah. A prophet, a miracle worker. The I am of man's consciousness. Coming of the great. Destroyer of prophets of Baal, which is number 1128, and it's now 144. 26. What's 26? Hold on. Could be in Aquarius still. Mercury in Aquarius, which is 6 of Swords. You're being guided to move away from this. You might even, it's like water or buzzing that you hear in your ear. Something about water or buzzing. $26 means God. Okay. So what my eyes just did right now, I was looking at the whole thing outside, this whole space right here outside. Then I just literally channeled into a gnat that flew, well, a little bug that flew right onto the screen. You're not going to miss this. Can't miss it. You're going to be shown the seeds that are not bearing fruit so you can handle deeply rooted issues and solve them. And it says surrender, deliver all that is out of your control to the Most High and be ready to shift. Lean towards your heart being as light as a feather. Speaking of wrapping this up, the starling that we saw at the beginning, the message has to do with an ostrich. An ostrich feather is the feather on the scale when being weighed next to the heart. It says, lean towards your heart being as light as a feather. Where your mind goes, your frequency evolves. Feelings are programs we give life to when we say, I am. And the Elijah prophecy has to do with the I am of man's consciousness. So the I am of your consciousness has to do with what it is that you are feeling, what you're conscious of, what you're ambitious of. And the King of Swords in reverse, you not trusting your inner knowing, inner guidance, had to do with the Page of Wands, which means not connecting with your inner knowing and inner guidance. It makes you feel like you would lie to yourself about what you're passionate about. It has gone that far that what you're passionate about, you would lie to yourself about it. Now okay. Because it's collective, let me see. Receiving favor from superiors, Sirius, which is literally right here, right above here. Okay. So as far as what I was saying about passion, it would be you in one realm for too long, one dimension longer than you have to be, that you are misplaced from where you're supposed to be. Could be waiting on somebody to do something with you, and you keep. No, this is not something you're going to be doing with a group of people. This is something you're going to be doing on your own. That's going to connect you then to a group of people. But to get started, it's on your own. So when let's say you see 2626, you're being reminded, connect to your God frequency. So that would be you connecting to your throat chakra, your first eye that we call the third eye, and your crown. That's heaven. Connect to your heaven. Connect to your most heaved up place. Because the rest of your body is operating based off of that connection between the brain and the heart. $49.49. That's 1313. Don't forget to dive deeper into the number 13. And I got Pluto and Scorpio at 13 degrees. So this my ass be moving like this too. The cutoff goddess, the Kali Ma baby. Telling you, stop doing for others what you would not do for yourself. Peer pressure. There goes the serpent charmer once again. And some of you experience the greater side of a consequence for doing what you would do for others that you know damn well you wouldn't do for yourself. But because this person may put you on a guilt trip, this could be an elder, this could be a parent, this could be, for some of you, you're in partnerships that you're forcing to work out, and you're losing all your power by doing that. If who you're in a partnership with makes the simplest things difficult or responsibilities difficult, why are you still there? If the person that you decide to partner up with creates difficulties around responsibility, why are you there? Have to learn when to let go. Some of you may feel like you have to work on it because you've seen your parents do this or people marry for a certain amount of years, but it's toxic as fuck, lowering your lifespan. Is that what you came here for? We ain't come here for that. I think it's this light beam right here. Partnerships, relationships are not supposed to be difficult at fucking all. At all. I don't care what nobody say. I don't. Be like, oh, you think you live in a perfect... No, I don't think I live in a perfect world. I know I live in my own fucking perfect world. I don't give a fuck what you saying, though. Because it has a lot to do with my unique perception per me, per person, fact, what's factually happening. When you accept what's actually happening, your life becomes fucking perfect. Don't overcomplicate it. Because that law of assumption is real. It's very real. When it comes to this physical, emotional connection, ignorance is not bliss. Trying is an insult to doing. Do you understand what's happening here? 154.44. Remove this self-imposed doubt in your power that ignorance is bliss and that trying is you actually doing something when you're not. All that shuffling for exactly that. Yeah. Bring your brain and heart in harmony in the age of tech. Listen. 155.15. Mercury. This is my source to you, baby. Mercury, the brain instructs the rest of the body in your thoughts. Ancient Kemet. Let's grab one more message from the Isis Oracle. And then I'll close it out for real with that. So if you are wanting a personal energy update, 155.50, later on today, I will be going live. I might go live on, what you call that? Instagram. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, Biden fell off the table and in reverse. There's that. Who basically did a spell or some fuckery by cutting off her ear and put it into her husband's food to make him love her more. That's disgusting. What's wrong with you? For some of you, you have a guardian angel that's getting. Yeah, this guardian angel, y'all, they don't play. They do not play. They don't play. Justice, judgment, 11:20. This has nothing to do with instilling fear either. It's more so a universal law, cause and effect. Or rhythm. What goes around comes back around. Circle it out. But once you evolve, you begin to spiral. So now within that spiral, there is distance between meeting a situation at the same point, but you're not actually there, because when it spirals, it has to go upward, or some can spiral downward. The healing of the divine masculine. Osiris rises, there's that. And soul retrieval. Deep soul healing with the goddess Ashe. Healing the divine masculine. Osiris rises, which is, look at that. The divine masculine within men and women is the energy that allows for protection, your eye, pineal gland, for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. When the masculine within us is healthy and strong, we have an inner strength to hold ourselves safe through anything. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in his ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine pituitary can blossom with creative expression. What is it that you're rising up from? This could also be that Knight of Wands energy, the divine masculine here. This could be a masculine that you meet that you don't even realize how much pull or connection he has to resources that you are looking for, or partnerships that you are that connect to what you love to do. It's an angel in disguise. That's dope. Triumph, rising from triumph, movement, choices, and decisions. 7-2. 7-2. That's 3 of Cups, Mercury in Cancer. Rising from the perception of the feminine energy or family, the way they were nurtured. Rising up from a situation for some of these masculines having to do with the father-in-law of a past marriage or current one. What's 72? It's lit out here. I ain't gonna hold you. It's so lit out here. Let me see. Stone of the Help. A place of location. A stone. Healing from being stoned or someone. Okay, someone could be detoxing. But healing from being stoned. Persecuted. Wow. Okay. And then we have the Three of Cups right here. That's 7 too. Rejoicing in celebration. What's at the top? So there's healing of the divine feminine. Yep. Deep soul healing with the goddess. Under that is the divine sun child. Blessings of the sun falcon, Horus. So this is the opening of these two eyes, which actually are Ra and Thoth, because the eye of Horus encompasses those two. Soul retrieval of a past life, present power. There's a past life power that's present now. I said I was done, but obviously something is taking place here. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, and power, as well as the opening of gifts and soul abilities you did not know you had. You better use that throat chakra, because this is where your rebirth is pulling through, or being reborn, as it has to do with the crown, from the root to the crown. And there goes the Judgment card. Speaking of passion ignited, when you trust your inner knowing, inner wisdom, King of Swords upright, you align with your truth and your passion is ignited, which connects you to a spiritual union, that you no longer have to sacrifice yourself. I'm telling you, better book that reading. You see the number 122 right there. Mm-hmm. Wow. And look at this. I have a note up here, full moon in Aquarius, emotion connected to memories when it comes to social groups, 723, 5 of Wands. Obstacles and challenges that you've experienced when it came to your creativity, even as a child, certain hobbies that you've had. That's actually your point of resource. A hobby that you had as a child is a point of resource today. Three of Pentacles. On site. That truck just said on site. With the 5 of Cups in reverse. Now, this did fall over here in reverse, the 3 of Pentacles, but let me see. Some of you on site to certain people may come across headstrong. They're intimidated by you. That's not where you need to be. You don't need to be around anybody that's intimidated by you. That shit is weird. Conjunction of work, service, and savings made with great effort, talent, and wisdom. Perfect associations with 3 of Pentacles upright. This could be with the Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. There's a message you're going to receive from a moment that you decide to do something, take action, and that energy of sorrow, pains, and regrets decides to creep up. Because in speaking of the cup that was still out there on the ground, when it came to you filling your own cup up and feeling sorrow, pains, and regrets, there's a message within that. Where is it? The message is, where is it within you that you are holding yourself back, and why? Some of you, the revelation that you get from this, you'll say to yourself, that's fucked up. From the ego's perspective, yes, but from that higher self, this is exactly what you chose, to have this deep soul healing, and the healing also specifically of the divine masculine. And speaking of the masculine, is more so the energy of action, your willpower to do what you feel you're supposed to do. And with that, my loves, I'm going to conclude your message. Okay. I will see y'all on the next live.